Hey guys, welcome back. For those of you who don't know, I'm at the castle. What that looks like on the map, it's going to probably be a big exclamation point. Right about here is where I am. It's showing me in the center, but I'm actually over in here. Okay, so I've warped to the castle. I'm going to quickly show you the way to the carpenter shop, in case you missed it in one of my other videos. Haha. Quickly, as laggy as can be. Yeah, so I'm gonna be setting up an auto farm system today. I just want to make sure everybody knows the way to get the items that I'm gonna use. Of particular interest, there's a little bit different way I'm gonna set it up. Most of the time people go for the seemingly not so expensive conveyor belts and barriers, sometimes not barriers, but switches. The switches are 3,500 glats each. Originally they were 2,500. I think purchasing four for the typical layout, eight if you're looking at a castle house layout, I think that makes this a little bit more cost effective. Okay, so what I'm going to use today, I'm not going to use any conveyors or switches or barriers. I'm going to use the springboard, the spiked floor, and a respawner. Okay. Oh. So I've already got these set up in my house. Figure out the exact price on that, I'm not sure. But I think this is a little bit cheaper than the typical layout, and it's actually got another added benefit as well. So here the items are. I've got some fancy fences here too. I got some stone fences. You can use a normal fence or a wall or boxes or whatever you want. It's just really for looks and show and to give the whole thing a nice appeal at the end. So here's the respawner. That's the big purchase. It's 8,000 glats. But what that lets you do is, now I'm stuck in this trap here. Oh no, I'm gonna die. So these spikes, they hit me and they throw me back or away from the center, the XY position at the center of these spikes. Okay. And that's going to automatically warp me back over here to this device here, this respawner. When I respawn, then it looks like that. I'm going to be able to come in here and appear outside of that box. But if I'm creative with it, I can do a little bit more than that. So I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to turn it down. So now I'm going to land right on those spikes. What that's going to let me do, I'm going to bounce to here. I'm going to spike and I get thrown to the side. Right? So I can take these spikes here. I can do the same thing again. It will not work while I'm standing here. I actually have to move off of that and then do the same thing again. But I know, as I've done this before, surprise, surprise, that there's exactly three units between these. So I can set these guys up here too. And I'll do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do another one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then it's going to knock me into the shrub here. And I'm going to leave one right here just for the effect that it's going to have on me. So now what's going to happen, I'm going to die. When I die, I can walk over here onto the switch, or sorry, this jump board, springboard. When I jump on the springboard, it's going to knock me over. I'm going to go over 1. I'm going to go over 2. I'm going to go over 3. I'm going to go over 4. And I'm going to die. See? Just like that. So there's a few optimizations we can do. One, I'm going to move this so it's exactly positioned over top of this, so that when I respawn there, I can actually just walk straight down. Oh. It's giving me some interesting action with my ring. I think I'm going to probably switch that out. Oh yeah, look at that. The D. My D-pad is depressed. Okay, so I'm going to let that be there. I'm going to take my fancy fences and add them here just for fun. Rotate that one. Hotkey R, super helpful. Hotkey M for move. This is PC controls or laptop if you're using it. It's a little bit easier. There's a little bit more leeway when you're building, I find. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy here. I'm going to put it 3 spikes away from the original one here. So what this is going to do is I know that there's 3 units here, but I'm going to fly from this one over to this one, then I'm going to hit this one, and then I'm going to go back. So that's just so I die properly. And the other thing I'm going to do is switch out to bombs and arrows. And then I'm going to throw a couple items in. Let's throw some bricks, because I love bricks so much. I got a few. Strange brick. Yeah, just a few. And drop 4. Okay, so the first one is going to be close to the bottom. Next one I'm going to take is going to go closer to the top. Next one I'm going to take is going to go closer to the bottom, just by a little bit here. And then the last one I'll put up closer to the top as well. And I'm lining these up with the initial 4. So as I go through, oh, my hotkey wasn't working there for me. So as I go through this little gauntlet, what's going to happen is the arrows and the bombs are going to allow me to hit these remotely. And it's going to be neat here. Check it out. So this is using the fire arrow technique. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'm going to hit the F and the D button at the same time. Basically, if you're on PC, you can push both of these at one time. You shoot a fire arrow. If you're on mobile, you can click and drag F to D or D to F, whichever you prefer, and it will shoot a fire arrow. Okay. So I'm going to hop down here, fire arrow. And it's going to explode. Fire arrow. Oh, it's not working on my bricks. I should have known. Okay. So it doesn't actually work with bricks. That's too bad. But my death warper does. There we go. And I'm back to the beginning again. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. So I need to put something other than bricks there, basically. I'll put some boxes. No, there's no boxes, of course. No barrels, no boxes. What can I throw in there? It's going to block. There. That's perfect. Shoot these little soldiers. And this guy. Great. So anything you want to throw in here that can block the arrows. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'm going to switch these up. So I'm going to put this one first. I'll put this box here. Keep it right about there. That's fine. And keep this one down there too. Good spot for those. And then we'll take a couple of these soldier guys. There, stand right here. This is your new post. Oh, you get shot in the head. Keep them there. And one more. As much as I want to keep them up there, I think I'm going to keep them down one. Because these two that sit over here, I'm going to have to buy some more bombs for this technique. Oh, purchasing, holding the button, yay. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's run through this now. I'm going to jump on here. Fire arrow, move, fire arrow, move. Fire arrow, fire arrow, fire arrow for the heck of it, and I'm done. Okay, that's one optimization. I'm going to add another optimization now, which is to increase the speed of these spiked floor tiles. So if I click on that, if it lets me click on it, I'm going to push Enter. Oh yeah, right. My hotkey for edit doesn't work yet, guys. So I'm going to decrease the frequency to the lowest possible setting. Yeah, if you're watching this, please send feedback that the edit button and the screenshot button both share the same hotkey for some reason. Don't know why, guys. That's what's going on today. So these come in with, I guess, default 2. But a lot of the functionality with these spike floors is really about setting these guys up in a specific way. Hopefully I'll get the chance to do that in another episode. But for now, we're talking about the death auto farm. Suicide farm. Nope. Nope, I missed. That one missed. That one hit. That one missed. So see what happens is it goes so fast. I actually have to time my jump. There. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and I'm dead. You can sword the last two. So you can go like firebomb, firebomb, firebomb. Shoot the first 4. And then after that, sword, sword. And it will kill you a little bit faster. Otherwise, you have to wait for one interval. Anyway, so that's the technique. You can see that you can throw pretty much anything that you'd like that will block those fire arrows down below, and it will let you start farming pretty quick. Good for having bounties like the bandits or the pirates or lizardons, anybody who drops the arrows and bombs, because you can come back in here, blow off all your bombs and arrows, and then you can go back and continue. Okay, so I hope that was educational. I hope everybody's jotting down notes or using this to their great advantage in game. I'll see you all next time.